What's up, guys? So y'all know I love GMT 800s inside and out, and honestly you don't have to do much to these trucks to really enjoy them, especially the interior. It is such a well-designed, comfortable place to be. I absolutely love driving these trucks, but I am a victim of modern conveniences, and so I cannot live without one thing, and that's Apple CarPlay. So today duramax is getting a little upgrade. Walking over here to get my tripod for us to get started, and I look in the backfield and look at all the freaking deer. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 6? 6 big old does. Where'd the buck at? He's probably right over there at the edge of the woods, waiting to see if them jokers get popped. Pop your key in here, drop this guy down, pop her free. So throw that all the way down in first, and that will reveal our name. 11606, and that is Miss Heather. Now we've got our battery terminals disconnected, we can go ahead and remove our 3 7mm screws holding this factory head unit in. We can go ahead and ease her out. You might have some wires really tight, so don't just go yanking on it. You want to ease it, kind of wiggle her. Then we're going to get in here and start unplugging things. Pull that antenna wire out, and then you got this gray one. Just pinch it together, pop straight out. And then this blue one, same kind of deal, if I'm not mistaken. Should just pinch together and work out of here. Yes, exactly. Simple as that. So you got one connector here, push those together, pull out. Same deal here. And then, if y'all can see, your antenna just simply plugs in like an aux cable. And just like that, out with the old and in with the new. And I think it's a great time to tell y'all about today's sponsor, Crutchfield. So if you're looking to upgrade your head unit, your speakers, anything audio related, Crutchfield is your go-to. They've been in business since 1974, and so they're a well-rooted, knowledgeable company, and there's a multitude of perks that come with buying through them. Now, my personal favorite is the fact that they have professionals ready on call to talk to you about not only the products that you want to buy for your truck, but they're also there for the install and after. It's super convenient, and Lord knows, I've called them so many freaking times. It's been amazing. And by talk, I mean an actual conversation with a real person. It's so refreshing to see a company that's employees are enthusiastic about their craft, and they're genuinely there to help you. Above and beyond their user-friendly website and their awesome customer service, there's a couple more reasons why I choose to shop at Crutchfield. So I hate wiring. So the ability to get pre-wired connectors is absolutely amazing. I will always check the box for their ready harness. This saves so much time and a whole lot of frustration from myself, that's for sure. Another really awesome thing about Crutchfield is sometimes our eyes are bigger than our budget, and that was definitely the case here. So after falling in love with this JVC touchscreen, I realized that it was about $800, which was definitely out of our budget, but they did have a factory refurbished option for about $500, and so I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger on it. So now I was able to get the head unit that I wanted while also staying in budget and saving myself about $300, which is super freaking awesome. So once again, huge shout out to Crutchfield for sponsoring today's video. Links to everything in the description. Go check them out. Pick you up something for your truck. I've been using these guys for years, and so I'm super stoked to finally be teaming up. Let's get back to the install. Crutchfield.com/LMF. Got all of our new parts laid out ready for the install, including our JVC model KW M875BW touchscreen wireless Apple CarPlay Android Auto head unit with physical volume buttons. That is a must for me. Got our antenna, our pack unit so we can maintain our steering wheel controls, and we did opt for the ready harness, so everything is pre-wired. Got our GPS, our microphone, mini RCA adapter, USB-C to USB, and our multi-kit. First thing we had to do is install our dash kit on the head unit. Each side is labeled left and right, and then the front bezel clips in on each side, this top one being smaller than this one. So if it's not lining up, flip that baby around and it will be perfect. And of course, you just got to screw it in. There's a bunch of different holes. Just get it lined up perfectly center, nice and flush, everything looking good. Now we can go ahead, work our way in the truck. Went ahead and plugged in our antenna extension cable, and then I also plugged in our pack unit. So the back side plugs in directly to the factory connectors, 1 and 2. And now we are ready to go ahead and run a couple wires. So this is for our GPS, which will be plugged into the back of our head unit right there where it says GPS. So we're gonna run this guy underneath the dash and then up like we do on Chomper, like probably right there. Maybe we'll put it over there by the security thing, whatever looks best. And then we need to run our microphone, which will also be plugged in to the back of the head unit right there. Got our microphone mounted up top, ran the wire behind the pillar. GPS modules right there. Pulled everything down and then across under this lower panel. Popped our climate control out, ran the wires over the top. I plugged them all in. Here's a little look at the back side of the JVC. I think there is up to 4 video inputs that we can add. So definitely going to be throwing a backup camera in this big girl and possibly even one for a front facing. It's going to be super helpful because this truck is big and you get around a bunch of low cars. It's kind of hard to see sometimes. So that's going to be really sweet. So now we just got to plug in all the other wires and cables and everything like that. So I'm going to get to plugging in, connect the batteries, and we'll double check, make sure she works before we throw it all back together. Hey, yes, so I purchased a touchscreen head unit for my 2007 Classic Silverado, and I'm getting everything plugged in and stuff, and I just put the key to it just to see everything power up, and it's working great, but I only have speakers going on the dash.
It sounds like more of like a sync issue with the amp, like getting it in sync with the data system to me.
I'll just try the battery thing and hope that works.
Okay, well, yeah, I will keep my fingers crossed for you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
All right, thank you.
Of course. Bye-bye.
Bye. Just got done letting the truck sit for 15 minutes with the batteries disconnected like the lady at Crutchfield recommended me to do in order to properly sync the pack unit to the amp, which supplies the input and the power to the door speakers. Put it back together, put the key to her, and still the same issue, only getting audio out of the dash. Or so I thought, which was actually not the case. So everything was working perfectly. I'm just a freaking knucklehead. So I noticed that there was quite a bit of bass. And I was like, the dash speakers should not have bass. They don't, but the factory subwoofer does. So all 3 doors behind me were working perfectly, as well as the subwoofer. But I leaned over and there was nothing coming out of this. Well, I had a revelation a couple minutes ago. About a month or 2 ago, I noticed that there was no sound coming from this speaker. So this guy is shot, and instead of putting my ear to these back speakers or turning it up loud enough to really notice the subwoofer or the sound coming from the back, I just leaned over, listened to this. There was nothing. Assumed all was bad. Not the case. Everything is perfectly fine and working as it should. Just got a faulty speaker right there, which we do have the factory Bose speakers from Chomper. We'll go ahead and throw one in here. Hopefully that'll fix it. It's not some kind of wiring issue, but yeah, all of this hooked up perfectly, working great. Didn't have to cut a wire, nothing, just plug and play. She is good to go. Got everything put back together, and check her out, dude. Looks absolutely killer. We'll go ahead and put the key to her, give her some power. Does have kind of an annoying message that pops up. It'll go away after 10 seconds. I'm sure there is a way to turn it off. I haven't figured it out yet, but hopefully I can. It's this guy right here. You can either hit agree or wait 10 seconds and it'll go away. Should very quickly connect to Apple CarPlay, just like that. Now we have our Waze, we got Pandora, and as you can see, this thing works really quickly, almost like a modern day factory head unit. The one in Chomper does have a little bit of a delay compared to this for sure. And if we go on Morgan Wallen right here, you can see volume works there, works here. Controls on the steering wheel, working great. Swap songs. Thanks to the pack unit, everything is working beautifully. If you want to go to any of your other settings, this button up here is your little pop-up. You can go home, toggle through everything, adjust your settings, go to like your audio inputs. You can change your, what speakers does, your fade, your balance, everything like that. We definitely got to get a USB stick on this thing, change the backgrounds, got some balls floating around. I think you have to have Android Auto to do wireless mirroring. I don't think that works on iPhone. Maybe I'm wrong with that. I'm definitely going to look into it, but dude, I freaking love it. I don't know why Chewy is freaking out in the house right now, but yeah, I am tickled with this thing. So good. Looks great in here. Perfect amount of modern touch in your GMC 800 or any older truck. You can power it off. So if you're cruising at night, you don't want to listen to anything and you don't like the brightness of that screen, you just go ahead and power her straight off. If you want to bring it back up, hit that button. Boom. There she is. Absolutely freaking love it. Stoked to have a new mod on the Duramax, especially one that I will 100% use every time I drive this thing. So I'm going to go ahead, get everything packed up. We'll get a nice little cold start on the old Duramax. See how she sounds. Check this out. she is fully ready for a camera to be hooked up, and it works super fast as well. That is awesome. We definitely got to get a backup camera. Dude, I am so hyped to finally have Apple CarPlay in the Duramax, but that's going to be about it for this video, guys. Definitely drop a comment, leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new, ring that bell notification, and once again, huge shout out to Crutchfield. Welcome to the crew.